If you've hit a brick wall of your handstand push-ups, then give these exercises a go to break through that plateau. We've identified two categories that you need to master first. So first of all, there's the strength element and then there's the skill. Okay, so we're going to run through 6 different strength exercises that are going to hopefully build up that pressing strength in your shoulders and your arms. First off, we've got dumbbell strict press. So we're going to make sure that these dumbbells start down touching the shoulders, and then we're going to press all the way up to the top. And then let's have a little pause at the top there just to strengthen that hold, and then lowering down to the shoulders again. We like using dumbbells because you can change the position of those dumbbells in. So we can either go internally rotated, externally, or we can come narrow with the press or wide. Okay, so we can fully strengthen those shoulders through any position. Next up, we've got piked press ups. So if you find a line on the mat and the floor, get your fingertips on that line, and then your head's going to come down to the floor in front of the line, in front of your hands, touch the floor, and then press through. Finish with your head in between your shoulders, looking between your legs at the top. This can be quite a hard exercise, so you can make this exercise easier by walking your legs back, and it does take off that little bit of body weight on the press. You can also then move them up as you get a little bit better at the exercise. The more your hips are stacked over your shoulders, and the harder that press is going to be. Next up, we've got push press negatives. You can use dumbbells or barbells, but again we like to go for dumbbells because we can change the positions. Now we're using a push press so you can get that little bit of extra load overhead, and then we're really focusing on this negative movement all the way back down to the shoulders. And try and go for a 3 to 5 second count on that descent there. That'll really help then when you're lowering your body down to your head to touch the mat. It'll help with the strength in the shoulders and the triceps to keep under control. Another really useful exercise we can use partial reps. Now we're demonstrating this with a barbell just so you can see. We want to try and bring that bar down to in and around either forehead height or just above, so we can really strengthen that little range of movement when we're pressing from the floor from your head to lock out. So you're just going to lower the bar down to that position and then press from there. You can also use, if you've got jerk blocks, stack them up quite high so that bar is set on the jerk blocks there, and you can go from a dead stop and then press from there too. Now if you didn't already need an excuse to do some bench press, then we've just given you another one. Let's go for close grip bench press, hands at pretty much shoulder width or as close to as possible, so that we're in that same position we do when we're pressing overhead. Lower down to your chest, keep those elbows tucked in, and wrap it out. Whilst you're working on your strength, you can also work on the skill of the handstand push-up as well. Okay, so we're going to start off with lowering into the right position. So first of all, you're going to kick up into a handstand, and your hands are going to be at shoulder width or just a tiny little bit wider. Okay, make sure you're around about 1 foot away from the wall, and then when you lower down to the floor, your head's going to come in front of your hands. So with your 2 hands there in your head, you're creating a triangle. Once you've got used to lowering down into the right position, we're going to try and conquer this headstand. Okay, so head comes in front of the hands. If you're a beginner and you struggle with that balance there, then you can let your bum go against the wall first, and then tuck your knees into your chest. Okay, if you're a little bit more advanced, then it will be a little bit better over time if we bring that bum away from the wall and we can hold the balance there. Okay, but that extra little bit of contact against the wall will help you at first. So once you've lowered down into the right position and you're comfortable in that headstand down at the bottom, we want to utilise the legs and the hips and really load up that kip position. So when Jax brings his feet down, and we'll make sure the glutes and the hamstrings here are under tension. Okay, and then he can use that leg strength and the hip strength he's got there to ping him back up to the top. What we don't want to do is lower down to the bottom, bring the knees into the chest, and then fully relax the back and the legs, okay? And then just going from no tension to then trying to find some tension. That's often where you'll come away from the wall or fail your rep because your kip's just not powerful enough. What holds a lot of people back with handstand push-up is when we have to meet the standard when it's in the open, okay? So, to make sure that the heels always pass over the line, you can keep the hands directly or just a tiny little bit wider than the shoulders, body full extended, and then pulling your toes down to your shins so that the heels move up, okay? You can see how far above the line we are now. If we relax the feet, then the heels drop down a lot lower, so we're getting a little bit closer to that line. If we relax the abs through the body and go into that arch, we're now getting really close to that line. Okay, so we need to keep those abs nice and tight and push up with the shoulders. And then finally, if we take the hands wider, so if you're too wide with your stance, the heels now become much closer to that line. Okay, so 3 things that you can improve on is your handstands, make sure that's at shoulder width. Making sure you keep tight through your core and through the rest of your body. So we're pushing up and then at the heels pushed up with your toes down towards your shins. Okay guys, this is a bodyweight exercise and you're pressing your body weight. So take into consideration your weight and the strength of your shoulders and your triceps. Okay, so there's 6 exercises there that you can work through. Maybe start with sets of 12 to 15, 3 or 4 sets, 1 or 2 exercises per week, and then integrate the skill elements of that and bring it all together, and hopefully those handstand push-ups should be nailed on.